Winter Wonderland in Narnia is the theme for the Christmas show at the local K-12 school. They're going to transform the lobby of the school where the guests enter into an English manor drawing room complete with a massive wardrobe that the guests will walk through to enter the auditorium. There'll also be library paneling on the wall and a massive stone fireplace also made from foam. I'm excited to be part of this project, so stay tuned and we'll show you how we did this. There's some different tools and techniques that you can use to carve detail into foam. I decided to use a hot wire knife or hot knife. I'll tell you more about this hot wire knife and give you my thoughts and recommendations later in the video. I did a little experimenting with the hot wire knife and I put a little edge on that. So now what I want to do, I want to just experiment a little bit with the finishing of this foam. So my plan is to mix some paint with joint compound and then apply that to the foam like plaster, and I think it's gonna kind of smooth it out and also add the color so that when I sand it, it's pretty much done as is. And I'm going to use the lighter paint color for that. I've got two different colors of brown for the wood, so I'll use this one for the mixture with the joint compound, and then I'll come back over the top with this one and apply a faux wood grain with the darker color. I want to mix this, I think, 1-to-1, 1 part joint compound and to 1 part paint, and I'm going to just put it in this little plastic Folgers container. I've got a lid for this and it's just the right amount. I won't use nearly the whole can of paint, and then I can get this sealed back up again and work from this Folgers can. It's going to be English antique wood. They usually tended to go with darker woods in Britain back at that time, so that's why I've selected these two. And I'm going to use these same colors, I believe, on the wardrobe and on the faux library paneling that I'm going to put around the room. It's the consistency right now of a kind of a chocolate pudding. The paint and the joint compound don't react with the styrofoam. The paint is a latex paint. You always want to use a latex water-based paint when you're doing this. So one of the things that I want this to do, I want it to not only cover this, but I want it to also be able to hide some of the imperfections. So we'll see if that works. That's part of what I'm trying to figure out with this test. I don't have to do a huge section. I'm not going to paint all of this for this test. I'll just paint part of it, and I'm looking to see how it covers, what it looks like when it dries. And it may take more than one coat of this to fill in some of the dimples and some of the imperfections. So I'm going to be doing some testing, gluing these together. I know that the hot glue holds this together pretty well, but I don't know if I can get the hot glue on there quick enough to glue up the whole length, 7 feet 6 inches of one of these panels being connected to the other. So that's the test. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. So one thing I wound up doing that's working pretty well is I took just a little piece of the double-sided carpet tape, a little small piece, maybe 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, and I put it underneath the square here, and then one underneath this end, and then you can see I got a little bit there on that section, just to make sure that when this foam dries after I've hot glued that edge, that it stays at a 90-degree angle. So I'm going along, applying the hot glue just in sections, and then as I move along, I'm clamping this side section to this section just with some painter's tape. I just pull it together, put the painter's tape on there, and then I do that every few inches to keep it together while the hot glue's drying. Jimmy, it looks like we're running low on some foam. We may be able to finish the wardrobe, but we're going to need some more of that green foam board, the hardboard.
Yeah, I'll let you go in and get that.
Why? What's wrong with getting foam?
Well, you know, the guys down there at Lowe's know me. And they know me as a woodworker. And you've already been down there telling everybody about making the Narnia wardrobe out of foam. They don't know I'm really working on that project with you.
Well, they know we work together.
I might have also told them that I was working on something else while you're off playing with the foam.
Jimmy, I'm not playing with foam. I'm making a wardrobe. This is, going to be a big part of this Christmas show at the school, and I thought you'd think it's kind of neat.
Yeah. It is kind of neat for you.
But not you.
No, I would make it all out of wood.
Yeah, Jimmy, but that's going to be kind of cost prohibitive. To make all this stuff out of wood probably cost us $1,000 in material.
Right, I'd still make it out of wood.
Well, you'd spend $1,000 doing it. I'm making it out of foam, so we're going to have to go get some more of this foam. Would you like to ride up there with me?
Now I'm pretty busy on this other project that I'm working on.
What project is that?
The project of not showing up down there at Lowe's when you're getting the foam.
Well, good luck with that.
Hey, when you get back here, just unload it out of the truck and bring it into the workshop yourself. I don't really want the neighbors seeing me carrying this foam, because you've told several of them about the Narnia thing.
Okay. All right. Heading to Lowe's. So that's going to be a medallion that's going to be at the top center of the wardrobe, and that couple pieces of foam that you see glued together there that it's sitting on that's going to be the top of the wardrobe. I've also got the library paneling that I'm going to be working on, and the fireplace. So the cool thing about this is it gives me some real good opportunities to do some different things with foam. I'm going to be able to emulate wood and wood grain and do the big wardrobe and the library paneling, but also the stone fireplace and get into some different textures and colors there. So really looking forward to it.
The Chronicles of Narnia, that lion is getting ready to bite some kids that came through the wardrobe without permission.
No, Jimmy, that's the lion is not upset that they came through the wardrobe. So the kids came through the wardrobe. That's how they came into Narnia.
And that's exactly why he's so angry. Look at him.
No, he's not angry.
Did he want the kids to come through the wardrobe?
You're maybe not getting it. The story doesn't really say whether he wanted them to come through. I guess they learned some cool lessons and stuff, so they were better off for having come through the wardrobe.
Well, I don't know that his look says that. You may want to go back and touch things up with that.
Yeah, it's just started. I just put some layers of stuff on there, and then I'll carve out and do the final.
Yeah, it needs some work.
So this was a really good buy, and something that I'd recommend if you're doing anything with foam where you're going to have to cut it. So this is a hot knife from Demand Products, and not an endorsement for them. They're not a sponsor or anything. This is a really solid tool. I bought one other hot wire foam cutter, and it was kind of a piece of junk. I'm not going to show you that one, but I will tell you that when it comes to hot knives, hot wire foam cutters, you get what you pay for. This is a solid tool. This came with a 4-inch blade, a 6-inch blade, a custom blade adapter, cleaning brush, a long section of blade. Not sure exactly how long it is, but it's long enough to make several of these blades that are in specific shapes. It's real easy to bend this if you have some pliers, but it holds its shape really nice. I bent this so I can put a detail on the edge of the foam, and I can also use this corner to kind of carve down into the foam. This is really, really nice. I would recommend picking one of those up.